Hi, you're here. Okay, let's move on to the cymbals. So as for cymbals, so as I said in the first video, so I got rid of all shells from overhead mics and room mics. So then if I listen to overhead and room mic at the same time, there's no shells, which means it is really easy to process. And as for cymbals, I always process overhead mic and room mic at the same time in this cymbals bus. So in order to do so, I have to balance overhead mic and room mic. So then in this kit, I think, as for this kit, I think that the main cymbal mic should be room mic. Okay, let's listen to overhead mics first. And like this, and room mic is like this. Room mics have rich mid-range and rich high-end, but they don't have enough attack. So then to compensate that attack, I use overhead mic. So let's blend them and then let's balance them. Okay, like this. I think the overhead mic should be at -2 dB and room mic should be 4 dB. And the reason why is that overhead mic is too bright. Then, so if I turn up the fader of overhead mics, the cymbals are going to be too shiny and too bright, and it stands out too much, I think. Then, so I turned down overhead mic around at -2 dB. Then, so I think this balance is gonna be okay. The next app is actual processing. Then, so as always, I always start with EQ. Then, okay, let's listen to it. Probably you guys think that it is a little bit muddy, but I like it. Why? Because, okay, let me explain it one by one. So probably you guys think this one is kind of super weird, but I'm gonna talk about it again later. Yeah, so first one, as always, a low pass filter, so it's like this. To get rid of sizzling sound, I think. Then, second one is low pass filter. Then, third one is here, 8K hertz. Sorry, I forgot. Low pass filter, high pass filter, and this one. Then sounds like this, around 8K hertz. And here. 4 and 5 are to get rid of ear piercing frequency. Yeah, I hate these areas of ear piercing sound. Then I always apply these types of EQ onto every single track. Yeah, so that's why I use this. Yeah, anyway, then this one is really weird, but I love this frequency. So let's listen to it. Yeah. Yeah, so this makes the cymbals a little bit muddy, but I think because of this EQ band, I think I feel some room sound of the cymbals, and also I feel more trashy sound, trashy sound of cymbals. It's kind of or something like that. I love that sound of cymbals. So that's why I turned up the room mic. So as I said earlier, overhead mics have a really rich high end and attack, but it's kind of too. It feels kind of too toy, I think. But room mics have more rich sound. Then I turn up that element by using this EQ band range. Yeah. But it's a little bit too much. So then in order to cut excess muddy sound, then I applied this EQ like this. It's a little bit tightened up then, so probably this is going to be my sound, I think. Yeah, it's a really, I love this sound, yeah. Then, last one is, as always, Saturator to get a punchy sound like this. Okay, so let's listen to the other areas of sound. So it does have a crash and I forgot, hi-hat, but this area has crash and ride cymbals, sounds like this. Yeah, like this. Yes. Okay, basically that's all, but we have other spot mics like hi-hat and ride cymbals. So as for spot mics, I think the role of spot mics is that to designate or to feel where it is. So for example, if I turn on hi-hat and ride spot mics, I feel, yes, ride cymbals is right on the right side or hi-hat is on the left side or something like that. But if I turn down or turn off these spot mics, I can't feel where it is or where are they, or where they are, sorry. For example, actually, ride cymbals is too hard to tell the difference, but actually, because in the first time, overhead mic and room mics have tons of ride cymbal information, especially where it is. So then so you don't have to use these spot mics to kind of to emphasize the sound of ride cymbals, but I want to feel more kind of attack of ride cymbals. Then so I use this equalizer. Okay, so the intention of this EQ is to emphasize the sound of ride cymbals. So I think the heart of the ride cymbal is, I think, attack of the sound, and also that kind of mid-range sound. It's not mid-range, around high mid, I think, around here, I think, for example. This sound has tons of ride cymbal-ish sound, I think. Then so I turned up this range. So okay, let me explain it and one by one. First one is, as always, low pass filter. And high pass filter. Doesn't change a lot. Then this one has tons of attack and bright sound. Yeah, and this one. As I said earlier, this range has tons of ear-piercing area sound. Then so I got rid of this sound. Okay, then this one. So by boosting this area, I can feel some trashy sound and some attack of rise cymbals, which is really, I really like this sound. So then I boosted this range. So, but if you like more bright sound, you don't have to boost this area, I think. Yeah, this is my preference. Yeah. Then last one is hi-hat. The hi-hat is where? Yes. And sounds like this. Yeah, then actually the first one is trim plugin, so to turn the volume up, so then it doesn't have any effect, I think. Then second one is also as always equalizer. Then so okay, let me explain it one by one. First one, low pass filter. And high pass filter. Then this one, ear piercing frequency. And also here, no, I didn't use it. Let's here, last one. Yeah, like this. Okay, let's listen to all of the cymbals at the same time. Yes, so spot mic of hi-hat works really well. So if I turn on this hi-hat track, I can immediately feel, oh yes, hi-hat is on the left side. Yeah, this is a really great work, but it doesn't have kind of tons of information, I think. Then so probably if I turn off equalizer, I don't feel tons of difference. If you don't really like processing spot mics, then you don't have to do so, I think. Yeah, so as I said earlier, the role of spot mics is to designate where they are. So if then spot mics don't have too much low end or too much excess information on there, so then you don't have to process too much. Okay, that's all for cymbals. Yeah, okay, so this is the last video of the drum processing. So then let's listen to the drums, all of the drum track at the same time. Then, okay, so I'm going to bypass all of the processor. Then so let's listen to the before and after. So definitely there are tons of differences between unprocessed and processed one. But so as I explained in the previous videos, so all of the processing was not hard. Probably you guys can do the same thing. So then actually metal mixing is not hard. So people say that metal mixing is really hard or something. But so once you learn how to process or how to mix metal, it's going to be really easy. So then if you are struggling with how to practice how to mix metal, yeah, so practice, then you're gonna be comfortable with, yeah, metal mixing. Yeah, okay, let's listen to them. Yeah, like this. So yeah, so okay, thanks for watching. Then so next one is probably rhythm guitars.